Hey, so I have been playing the original Final Fantasy. I have it on the NES on the Wii Virtual Store, but the NES version's dog shit, man. Sorry if you like it, but fucking hell, like it might be alright, but the fact that when you kill an enemy and you've already targeted that enemy, your characters don't just choose the next enemy. That just fucking kills it for me. I cannot handle that at all. It's just Christ almighty. It just annoys me. It's a personal thing. But anyway, I've been playing it on the Game Boy Advance. I really want to play on the PSP, but PSP sucks to fuck. Holy fuck. I hate the PSP. So I got it on the Game Boy because I picked it up in Insomnia, which was really good, by the way. I've been playing through it, and I've only got like an hour in, but I feel like I've done hundreds for a Final Fantasy game. Like, I've not set down any crystals yet, but like, I got you buy your spells in that game instead of earning them. I normally get to like level whatever, like 13 or something like that before. Maybe I'm thinking of it too much, but before you get like secondary, like fire spells, like elemental spells. So you start off with fire, then you get Fira. What is it? I always get these fucking mixed up. Fira. Fira's when you target loads of enemies. Firaga. I don't know, but like Fire 2, like you get Fire 2 about 16, and right? I don't know why I just never said Fire 2 anyway, because that's what they say in the original Final Fantasy 6 on the Super Nintendo version. But you get Fire 2, right? And I've got up to the bit where I'm getting Fire 2, but I'm only like level. Actually, I haven't been paying attention to levels, so maybe I am fucking high. I don't know, but I've done quite a lot. Like, I've even got a boat and shit. I've only been like an hour in. Kind of makes me. I need to check. Like, I want to check as well. How long to beat? Amazing website that. How long to beat.com. Don't know if that's the actual thing for it, but you do that and you search your game and it tells you how long to beat it, and people like put their name. It's like averages out and stuff like that, and you've got like categories like main story, main and extras, completionist, speedrun, and stuff. But then it says the main story is only like 17 hours long, which I can totally see. I'm assuming, although I'm not. Maybe in Final Fantasy IV, spoiler for Final Fantasy IV, kind of gameplay spoilers. You're tasked with. It's been a long time since I've played it as well. Getting the crystals or something like that. You have to collect the crystals, pretty sure. And then you don't get all the crystals, and then you find out there's like 4 crystals underground, so you go underground. And it's that kind of twist, like, in this one, it's saying I need 4 crystals. Or I'm like going to the 4 shrines with my crystals. I'm assuming, I don't know, it depends how long it takes me to get to the first crystal, but if it's quite short, they might have like the 4 crystals and then go for another 4 or something like that. Some other shit. I don't know. I don't really know anything about the first Final Fantasy game. I guess it's not got any story, so maybe it doesn't have that extra bit. Because I guess we'll talk about that. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's just gonna be like, I don't know. Jesus Christ. It says main and extras. There's a 7-hour difference between them, so. Is there a lot of side quests? Don't know. Is there? Well, I've been racing through the game. I've just started grinding now, though, for money to buy spells. There's so many good spells, but they cost so much. There's the fucking. I don't know why I'm talking about this so much. What was that fucking. What was the intro to this? Oh, I've played Final Fantasy, right? I see. Yeah, it's really good so far. The battle music's good. I haven't really heard the boss music properly. But it's alright. It's on today. I just fancy beating it, really. Just So I've done it. Because I played the first Castlevania. That was on my to-do list. What else is on my to-do list? Beating all the fucking Mario games on All Stars. I've had that game since I was born. They've had that game since before I was born. And I've still never completed all of them. I've completed Super Mario Bros. 1 and Super Mario World. I got to the very end of 3 when I was a kid. I couldn't beat the final boss, and it's really hard. I find it really hard. The old games. I don't know why. I grew up playing them, but I still find them really hard. And I'm quite a good Mario player as well. So I don't know how the fuck. I haven't completed Mario 2. I tried to complete Mario 2. It sucks, man. I should do Lost Levels at some point, but if I was doing Lost Levels, I'd want to do all the way to like World D. Because you go 1 to 8, and if you go 1 to 8 warpless, you go into 9. But if you do it warped, you go into A. But if you go into 9, you go to A, B, C, D. And then I actually done the game. Although it gets insanely hard in D. I might watch a Game J's. There's a really good streamer. He speedruns Lost Levels, Game J. Fuck yeah. Big John. He's super chilled guy, and he's super talented at speedruns. Oh, and I guess while we're talking about speedruns, I was ill all last week. Said it before, but I kept sane because thanks to Limit Break, it was like a kind of, it's like old GDQ, yeah, GDQ. It's like an old GDQ, like lower budget, just the core guys just sitting in a room, having fun, having a laugh, reading all the donations. It was class. Really good banner. And plus it was like RPG games. They were doing it for mental health cause as well, so it was really good. Never donated though, I don't know why. I totally forgot. But yeah, I was watching Essentia and cannot remember the other guy's name, sorry man. Their combo speedrun of Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy VI, I love the game. You could talk about it for literally hours. Might do one day, probably won't. And I swear to God, seeing the whole game, it's like an hour. It was 5 hours and 45 minutes roughly, and seeing that game played in one sitting, the whole game, like missing out some good, really good bits of it. The core game, such a beautifully made game. If you're playing any Final Fantasy game and you were really sorted into it, like you were like committed to playing it and giving it a proper try, Final Fantasy VI should win you over completely. Although I'm biased, it's my first one, so you always have an affinity towards your first one, I guess. But that game, music, all the characters get like 14 playable characters, and they're all super like really, really good characters. All have different roles. Some of the combos you could do, like go-go combos with like Bombs Rush, and oh god, Terra's transformation to Esper and shit. Oh god, spoilers again. I don't want to say spoilers. Nobody's gonna fucking watch it. It's actually in the Final Fantasy VI. But if you are wanting to play Final Fantasy, definitely go to 6. Or 10. 10's so good as well. Wish I could be arsed going through 10. I'd recommend it, and I'm like, I can't be arsed going through it, but Final Fantasy games are time sink. That's why I prefer Final Fantasy VI and stuff like that, because it's fast paced. You can do a wee bit and go off. You do a wee bit and go off, or you don't have to commit for as long. Final Fantasy 10, because you have to save at the proper points. They don't just let you save anywhere. You lose that, but having a quick save in the Game Boy, keep fun. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to ramble about Final Fantasy again, because I'm back in it. They pull me back in every time. Gotta play 6 after. Or 4. I still need to do 5. And I really want to try 9. And 10 part 2 is up there. Got a lot to do.